All right, Bucky, we can't just talk about all the good things going on in the NFL. There's plenty. Great young quarterbacks. We've got some compelling division races to monitor, but we've also got some disappointment we need to discuss. And we're going to start right here with the 5 most disappointing players in 2016.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, around the holiday season, some guys make the nice list, but these guys have been naughty. They haven't played up to standard.
All right, let's jump in here. We'll work 5 to 1. Our 5 most disappointing players. Start us off here at number 5, Buck.
How about the reigning MVP, Cam Newton, has fallen off a cliff this season. Some of it is due to that offensive line. We see a lot of pressure in his face consistently. Here we see a pass rush. I mean, clean hitters, 2 clean hitters actually in his face. He's throwing off his back foot. That's on him. Eric Berry is going to come over the top, take this errant pass.
Floater.
And now, Cam, you got to get up off the ground because I need Cam to somehow make this tackle. You can't just be walking around, standing around because Stuntman is going to the zone. You have a chance to make this tackle. He wasn't really about that life. He can't make poor plays and then not make the tackle. It's on Cam Newton to find a way to get himself out this rut. We can blame everybody else, but when you look at the numbers, it's all on him. Completion percentage has dropped. You see the pass yards are about the same.
How about the lack of touchdowns? Where'd they go?
Very disappointing. And the
Kelvin
passer
Benjamin's
rating,
there now, too. That's the crazy thing.
It's crazy. He was playing he played at an MVP level last year. Now he is, down at the bottom of the pack. I'm disappointed in Cam Newton. I know the Carolina fans certainly expected more from a guy that led him to the Super Bowl a season ago.
All right, I'll get us rolling here. Number 4 on our list, and this guy's going to eventually be in Canton, Bucky. This is a Hall of Famer in Darrelle Revis, but they say you lose a step, and it's going to show up when you're going up against an Olympian like Goodwin. Look how much cushion he gives him in bail right here. Look where the ball goes up. He's got a yard ahead of him, maybe a yard and a half.
Cut him off.
Once the ball goes up, he can't stay on top of him. He runs right by him and creates a good 2.5 yards of separation by the time the ball gets there, Bucky. He has clearly lost a step, and it doesn't matter if he's playing off bail, whatever. He just simply cannot run. You see the numbers right there. Look at the number on the very bottom on the right, passer rating, when they're going after Darrelle Revis. That is not good.
No, that's not good. Coming off a stellar year in 2015, you wouldn't expect a veteran player, a guy who was arguably the best corner that we've seen in some time, fall off the cliff like that, but he did, and I don't think you can excuse it. He is not playing well, and part of the Jets' problems on defense stem from Darrelle Revis being unable to cover number 1 receivers.
All right, who we got at 3?
So now we're going to go down to Jacksonville. One of the hot young quarterbacks that we thought was going to take a step this year has regressed. Blake Bortles has been disappointing. He continues to have problems with turnovers. This, to me, is just a poor decision. Allen Robinson is running a simple drag route. He's coming open. You got to lead him to the other side of the field, lead him to the numbers. Instead, he kind of tosses it right to Bradley Roby. This is his 11th career pick 6. More pick 6 than career wins. That is a problem. The Jacksonville Jaguars were kind of a novelty pick. A lot of people thought that they would be able to make a run at the postseason. They haven't been able to do it, and I think a lot of the blame rests at the feet of Blake Bortles. You see the numbers there, and some of those are fudge because the touchdown-to-interception ratio, the touchdowns have really been coming in the fourth quarter of blowouts. The passer rating is what's concerning to me, 76.9, not good enough to win football games at a high level.
All right, well, let's stay with the quarterback, and let's stay in the same division here and go Brock Osweiler, and they bring him over in free agency, Buck. You're hoping you're going to get a nice return. You see a nice clean pocket for him right here. You can see DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, he's wide open. I'm open.
Dragging across the field.
Hit me, I'm open.
That's a layup. Take the gimmies. We talk about you can't go broke taking a profit. Take that little easy one. But that's okay. You want to force the ball. You got 2 wide safeties. You got a shot here that the tight end's going to bend it in. You can't sail it over the middle. A lot of times, Buck, you'll see his front side kind of open up. He'll lock out his front leg. You do that, the ball sails over the middle, and you end up clutching your helmet in frustration because you've just turned the ball over, and that's exactly what we've seen from Brock Osweiler. The numbers right there. Look, didn't play a ton last year in Denver, but when he did, that offense suited him quite well. You see quite a significant drop-off this year in Houston.
Very significant drop-off, but it pales in comparison to the drop-off of the number 1 guy on this list. This is a guy that we expected to be an absolute stud, a star. I know he was a darling last year. Todd Gurley from the L.A. Rams. Todd Gurley is not facing the 8-man boxes that we talk about. This is just a 7-man box. Everyone's kind of blocked. He has an opportunity. There's a crease right there. Look, north-south, that should be a 4-yard gain. He goes the only direction where you can't go. So I'm wondering, is his vision not necessarily up to par? Once again, what you asking for is to get your stud running back one-on-one with a secondary defender. He should be able to make this guy miss. Byron Maxwell here is free. He's the free hitter. It's fine. Todd Gurley has to have some make-you-miss ability. I loved him when he was coming out of Georgia. I thought he would be a transcendent star, but he's certainly been disappointing. There you see the numbers from his rookie season. 10 touchdowns, 5 100-yard games, 23 rushes over 10-plus yards. This year, None of that production. This is a guy that was supposed to be the face of the franchise. He was expected to alleviate some of the pressure on the young quarterback. He hasn't done it. We can fault the offensive line. We can even fault the play caller. But at the end of the day, running back is the easiest position to overcome some of those challenges. Todd Gurley has been a major disappointment as an RB1 this year.
Well, the good news is there's still a few weeks left here. Find your way off this list, guys. Come on, we believe in you. Let's pick up the play a little bit and get off this most disappointing players list here we have at Move the Sticks.